I said this was my testnet V3 target. I'm not afraid to say when I'm wrong. I said 5 cents, and boy, was I wrong, honestly. It turns out this was my mainnet target. We broke above and confirmed the mainnet target when public testnet isn't even public yet. So we could be looking at a lot higher levels. Do you have like a price point for public V3 and mainnet? Could you see all-time highs by mainnet?
I already made an announcement that I thought was very conservative about, and I was being really conservative, and I was being funny, and I still had people argue with me, which was kind of funny. So what I told them was that we're going to see 10 cents in 31 days. Okay,
10 cents in 31 days,
and that's when we were still at like 6 cents. And they laughed at me, and then we went up to 7.5 cents. Now they're not laughing so much. I got all this remind me of this in 31 days, stuff. And so, yeah, I fully expect us to break 10 cents. We might hit 10 cents, and we might come down to 7.5 before we hold it. But we're going to 10 cents. And I'm being conservative because the liquidity range has really started like 11 cents. And as I said before, the whales have already decided that it's time to move the range. That's why the liquidity setup is the way that it is.
The sandwich.
And, the sandwich. And they're going to push it up there. And they're going to, what they basically declared was, we will buy your HEX at 6 cents and sell it back to you at 12. That's what they declared. And that's what we're seeing played out. So
that's like,
it all depends on how many people. Yeah, it depends on how many people they're enticing. No, because this is the thing you don't understand is if you start buying into their 12-cent sell orders and they don't really want to sell, they can pull that. And then there's nothing but air above us, right? And it already showed you if someone comes in with 30 million and just slams down the button, or 30 people with $1 million come in and slam the buttons, guess what happens? It burns right through that liquidity, and they're not getting it back. These prices can move away and never come back. Okay? These prices can move away and never come back. Because we're in penny ranges, it seems like it's easier to, and it's not, right? It's going to be so hard to come back to these levels. If we go up to $10 and we drop another 90%, which we're not going to do, we might drop a 85% or a 75%. We're not getting another 90% dip for until next bear market. Okay. If we go up to $10 and we drop 85%, that's still $1.50. You're not getting 7 cent HEX.
That's like an 80x from the bottom.
Yeah,
at the bear market low. It's crazy.
Yeah, well, what I'm saying is the thing is you don't get to revisit these. Hindsight is always 20/20. You can look back and say, look at yesterday's sales ads and say, damn, I could have bought Bitcoin for $1. But you can't go back and buy Bitcoin for $1. You will never be able to go back and buy Bitcoin for $1. You will never go back and buy Bitcoin for $1,000. New levels become the new normal. And once those floors are made, and Axis would be a good one to talk to about this.
He's coming in the next 2 weeks, Axis. So shout out to him.
Yeah. So once the floors are made, you just don't return there. It becomes the new normal. People accept things have a value at a certain level.
Yes.
And the longer you hold that level, the more they accept that level. Okay. So like, if you had something that was worth $1,000, would you want to sell it for $100? No. If you knew that you could get $1,000 for it later, you would not sell it for $100. So why would you sell for less? You wouldn't. So that's how this process happens. Once these floors are made, once people know that they can get a certain established price, they are less and less willing to give it away for that. They have to be enticed to come out of their positions. In order to entice them to come out of their positions, they have to get a better offer. You're not going to take a job that pays you less unless they entice you to take the job that pays you less, right?
Mhm.
This is just the mental process. So right now, there isn't an argument. If you're getting HEX under 10 cents, you're doing damn good because it's going above and beyond there, and it may never return there again.
But you could see an all-time high by Main-net. So May, that's only really that's like
2
a
months.
6x. That's a 6x in 2 months. That has. Can you see an all-time high by Main-net? Or what do you see happening by Main-net?
And this is the problem with liquidity pools moving, right? So this is the problem with liquidity pools moving. I could say 20 cents. So this is how the price moves, okay? And I stated this too on the Twitter. You can see it. I said 5 cents, 6, 7, 8, no resistance, right? 5 cents is 6, 7, 8. 8 was the resistance. 6 and 7 really were not resistance, okay? 10 will be resistance. You might get a retrace down to 7.5, okay? And once we break like 14 cents, there is absolutely no difference between 14 cents and 21 cents. There's nothing but net there. Nothing but net there last time, which is interesting because the liquidity providers have put their money in that range this time.
Mm-hmm.
Before, we moved from 14 cents to like 21 cents in a blink. I don't even remember anything between 14 cents and 21 cents. That's how quick we moved. And we went from 11 cents to 30 some odd cents in 31 days. So these moves can come hard and fast, and we have a lot more participants now than we did before.
Yeah.
So
it's a lot more people buying.
So I expect it to be faster. But I can say, right now we're so undervalued. It's just ridiculous. We are so desperately undervalued. I'm amazed. I mean, I thought this community understood that they were holding diamonds and not marbles. I thought they understood that, but apparently some of them are got more coins than they got cents, and they're willing to give a large portion of them away.